It's the final weekend of the regular season, and we've got another top 25 showdown in the SEC. From Carolina Softball Stadium at Beckham Field, the South Carolina Gamecocks host the Alabama Crimson Tide. Hi, everyone. Brad Muller alongside Amanda Poole. Thanks.
Both Alabama and South Carolina have a chance to move into the top four, which gives you that double bye. At the very least, Brad, they want to get the single bye and play on a Wednesday. Just a ton of postseason implications to watch unfold this weekend.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, success in the SEC and the postseason is nothing new for Alabama coach Patrick Murphy, with 6 SEC regular season in the circle for the Gamecocks tonight. It is the junior Jory Hurd. We saw her in the midweek game earlier this year, and she's got the drop curve going, the regular drop ball, throws the rise ball as well, including the changeup, but she can throw up and down. You see her numbers on the season coming in with a 15-2 overall record for these Gamecocks.
Home runs on the season.
.412 batting average, ranks 13th in the SEC coming into the weekend. Strike at the knees here, and Hurd is ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Up high, full count, and we were talking before we went on the air. Obviously, Vandergriff adept at getting it on base, batting over 400, has a lot of walks with 31 walks, but you can't give her a freebie. You got to make her earn it.
Because the pressure that she applies to those base paths.
Great at bat here, and she spoils another one. Vincent is outstanding defensively in left field. Lilio's the Oklahoma transfer. Knight, a transfer from Charlotte, as is Rhodey and Chansey and Winters, all following Coach Ashley Chastain Woodard.
Winters going to have a big role today, trying to hold off these stolen bases.
She's off and running. Here comes the throw, and she is out at second. How about that? Vandergriff. Evelyn reaching in 12 straight games coming into the weekend. Out in front of that off-speed pitch, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And 1 home run. Alabama picking up their first SEC series sweep of the season.
Yeah, she's got a 5-game hit streak going. Little nubber in front of the plate. Hurd's got it, throws to first, but throws it away. Runner around third. Here comes the play at the plate, and she is safe. Circle for the Crimson Tide this evening, the sophomore.
And that's someone you want to have in your tool belt when you're trying to make a run like Alabama seems to do every year.
Yes, absolutely. 2 straight trips to the Women's College World Series. Here's Carly Shelton, the sophomore second baseman. Shelton, second leading hitter for the Gamecocks this year. Out of nearby Lexington, South Carolina. For the Gamecocks, they trail Alabama 1-0 as we head to the second. Alabama coach Patrick Murphy has to like the way this game has started. Got a run on an error in the first inning, and then his pitcher, Jocelyn Brisky, gets a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the frame to get his bats up again. And he has been absolutely tremendous in his 27 years. 15 College World Series, including the 2012 National Championship. More than 13 with her second sacrifice of the season.
Exactly what you want from a bunt right there. Just dies right in front of home plate, advances your runner in scoring position. Alabama posing a threat once again.
Get him on, get him over. Now you got to try to get him in. Here's Marley Giles, the catcher. Plate. 1-1 pitch, hit foul. The Tide, no problem getting base runners here in 2 innings. Had 2 walks last inning. 1 was erased on a caught stealing, and 2 singles this inning.
Scrambling for it.
Pruitt with her 8th double of the year. And the Tide looking to blow this thing open here early. 2 runs in already, and 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now we'll get a visit from head coach Ashley Chastain Woodard. As right now, Hurd not fooling anybody this inning. 3 hits and a sacrifice. So they'll talk about what's working. What Hurd gets ahead, a ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Vandegrift has more stolen bases than South Carolina does as a team.
Yep. He set a school record with 5 stolen bases in a game earlier this year against Western Michigan. And Coach Hatfield in. And a 1-2 count that she inherits for Audrey Vandegrift, who's batting .405 with runners in scoring position and 24 runs batted in. Skies this one to left field. Vincent, long run. It's over her head and off the wall. 2 runs will score. Vandegrift with a 2-run double, and it's 4-0 Alabama. Chewing up a lot of innings. She's not going to wow you statistically, but for most of the year, she's just been getting the outs. I mentioned the 5 saves this year. 4 of them coming in SEC play.
Well, this is an Alabama team that seems to be peaking at the right moment, too. Talking about that Missouri series, that was their first SEC series sweep of the season. Players say that Coach Murphy says, if it's not today, it's May.
Yeah.
They like to peak at the right time and figure out everything rolling in the same direction when it comes to that postseason time, which they're so familiar with.
Gap into right field for a base hit. Runner around third. It'll be cut off. No, it won't be cut off, but she'll score easily. And it's 6-0 Alabama. The hits keep coming. Callie Heavlin with her first hit against the Gamecocks. She was 0 for 12 all time against South Carolina prior to that one.
That changeup coming, but Heavlin ready for it, just sits back, times it out, shoots it out past the infield.
So 2 outs, and it brings up the DP, Alexis Papillo, who's the 9th Alabama hitter to come to the plate this inning. She ended last inning by flying out to right field. Papillo, as you see, some pop in the bat as well with 7 long balls. And Salyn Hawkins, the shortstop, who led off the inning with a single through the right side, eventually came around to score, and the ball was bobbled out in left field by Emily Vinson. Takes a strike here. 2 outs, 2 on, 5 runs in the inning, and it's 6-0 Alabama. Hawkins, as we told you, the transfer from Mississippi. Hit in the air to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They'll hold the runner at third as the throw comes in from Lelio. And Hawkins extends the inning. Their bases are full of Crimson Tide.
Sam Gress up in this count, but Hawkins doing a great job of just working this at-bat, finding the right pitch for herself, getting in the right position in that box.
Chance to get that donut off the board here. Changeup drops low. Good stop by Lexi Winters. And Gress came in this inning in relief of Jory Hurd, and she's already thrown 32 pitches. Her usual, through 37 pitches, only got 1 out. So far, 4 runs charged to her on 5 hits, a walk as well. Not Sam Gress-like, but credit Alabama with some terrific at-bats and doing what you got to do. Hit it where they ain't. Some balls were not hit hard, some were. But Alabama with some quality at-bats to blow this thing open 8-0, gives way to the sophomore Kate.
Offense, as this lead is now 11-0 over the Gamecocks.
And it brings up Larissa Pruitt, the right fielder, who doubled and scored earlier in this inning. Takes a strike here. You see in the thick of things, in the middle of it, and Gamecock resume, they've got a chance to host an NCAA regional, but right now taking it on the chin to Alabama after a 10-run second inning. They trail at 11-0. Jocelyn Brisky out there for her second inning of work. Ella Chansey to lead things off, and you wonder what the conversation is in the dugout. You're looking down the barrel of an 11-0 deficit. Now they've solid shot to left field. That's going to get down off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Winters. as the Gamecocks get their first base runner. Winters collects her 13th double of the season.
Just needed something to spark some energy for this South Carolina team. After facing a tough start to this game, Lexi Winters just making great contact.
The 2 outs brings up the right fielder, Abigail Knight. And now a little convo in the circle. Perhaps pitching coach saw something didn't quite like. The 2 outs, runner at second. Gamecocks would like to at least get some momentum.
Start somewhere, and this South Carolina offense, they can go out there and put up some big runs, some big innings, but then you got to go back in the circle and be able to shut down this Alabama offense that hasn't seemed to slow down.
Another convo in the circle. Sellers, the DP, most of the second half of the season. Good at bat here for Sellers. We're talking about how Alabama had so many quality at bats last half inning. Good one by Sellers after falling behind 0-2 and then spoiling off a few pitches. But these 2 home runs came last week. Flares that one foul. She has been known for her defense despite the bobble out there earlier in tonight's game. She has been an outstanding outfielder. Won an NFCA Rawlings Gold Glove Award, which they only give out to 9 players, and the pitcher of that inning. Top of the order due up is Audrey Vandegrift will lead things off. Her 3rd at bat already today. Gets a good bunt down Rhodey. Gloves, throws to first and gets the speedster for out number 1, which is a big deal. Vandegrift had walked and had a 2-run double, but they get the speedster on the bunt attempt there.
Yeah, great read by Rhodey, and then good job for Shelton to shift over to first. Nice.
Becker in the circle prior to her midweek appearance against Furman. Hadn't seen a lot of her. It's just her 12th appearance of the year. Control at times is an issue coming into the weekend. Well, if you haven't already done so, mark your calendar. Postseason starts next week. You got conference tournaments and championships next week, which will be a lot of fun. SEC tournament will be in Athens, Georgia. Then you got the NCAA selection show on Sunday, May 11th. Regionals start May 16th through the 18th. Super regionals after that, and of course where everybody wants to be, Oklahoma City in late May and early June. Lelio, originally a California native, 3 years at Oklahoma, including her redshirt year. Payoff pitch, grounded foul. Got her career at South Carolina off to a great start. And she hit safely in 19 of the first 20 games. Only game she didn't hit safely. She walked all 4 plate appearances.
Coach Chastain Woodard said, you know, her swing can change a game. That power, the presence it brings.
Grounded left side, backhanded nicely by Hawkins. They go back to second and get Lelio. What a play. Lelio, I don't think expected Hawkins.
Nice change up there by Brisky. Look easy, but sometimes that power on that ball can be easily bobbled. But Blankenship does such a great job in her position, cleaning up those ground outs.
Yeah, had to field it from the side a little bit. It was hit so sharply. Didn't have time to move the feet, but got a glove on it. And there's one away. So Ellen Hawkins steps in, the shortstop. 2 for 2, couple of singles, couple of runs scored. Take another look.
Yeah, bounces
Either way,
right off the edge of her mitt.
Yeah, either way, it's another base runner for the Tide, who have had at least one runner in every inning so far. Dukeshire skies this one into short right. Abigail Knight with the long run. Second time that Alabama has had a 10-run inning this year. They scored 10 runs in the fourth inning against UAB back at the end of February. So while they're uncommon, not a first for the Tide so far this year, but the first in SEC play. The first pitch here. Tried to bunt her way on the last trip, but was thrown out at first. She walked back in the first inning and was gunned down trying to swipe second base. The SEC's leading base stealer. With another big situation here, bases full of Crimson Tide with 2 outs.
Becker doesn't want to give her anything easy, maybe induce a ground.
Bring everyone in to try to settle it down.
Now, field the ball, just get the ball out and play.
Yeah, the Gamecocks and Becker were sitting with 2 outs and a runner in first. Then single, hit batter, walk, hit batter. As a shortstop defensively, and has come through with the bat this year. Again, started her career her freshman year at Florida State, and has been a fixture in the middle infield here ever since. Good at bat by Blankenship to stay alive. We've seen a lot of quality at bats by both these teams. Haven't been a lot. Yeah, it's nice when you can have that consistency. And Brisky's really had a hot hand as of late for Alabama in the circle. Was the winning pitcher last weekend against Missouri, the complete game 7-inning shutout. Did not walk anybody. In fact, went 2-0 in that series with Missouri from Humboldt, Iowa. Transfer from Des Moines Area Community College in her second year at Alabama. Clark hitting .265. 9 hits and 34 at-bats, 12 runs batted in.
The SEC is the best conference out there.
Gets a hold of it, no doubter, smashes that one out of the park.
Every kid is going to want to play in the SEC.
This is where you want to be if you're a softball fan. That's just filthy.
It's truly amazing to see all of the talent that the SEC has. Anyone in the SEC.
Previous 15 in the last 5 games, but then went 2 for 4 against Furman. But 0 for 2 here tonight. Slow roller left side. Easy play for Elstad. 2 away. And Gamecocks are down to their final out here in game 1 with a 12-run lead for Alabama. Nobody on for Ariana Rhodey, the first baseman.